Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and to all of you who are joining us today on day 38 of our Sahaja Yoga meditation journey. My name is Isha, and I'm joining you from Seattle. So, before we begin, a gentle reminder to get your foot soak buckets ready. If you are new to this, all you really need is a tub or dish pan with lukewarm water, a handful of salt thrown into it, and then a jug of clean water and towel for rinsing and drying your feet at the end. A special welcome if you are new or have recently started joining these sessions. You can always catch up on all the previous sessions we've had so far using the recordings and handouts on our website. And in addition, there is also a mentorship program that many of you have already participated in. If you're interested in getting a one-on-one guidance with the Sahaja Yoga teacher, please sign up for the mentorship form, and the link for that request form should be in the chat for you as well. So, last week we had such an impactful and joyous program about exploring our own creativity. And in today's session, we will focus on our center of integration, the Sahasrara, where all our seeking culminates and we experience that true awakening within ourselves. We'll start with a foot soak, watch a video of Shri Mataji, have a guided meditation, and then end with an open forum to answer your questions and to share your feedback. I would once again like to remind you that Sahaja Yoga is always free of cost. That's really how Shri Mataji envisioned Sahaja Yoga to be, and we continue to honor her legacy and guidance. So let's welcome our presenter, Carrie, in the screen, who will be taking us through the meditation as well. Hi, Carrie. Good morning. So nice to see you.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Nice to be with you, Isha. I'm Carrie Hodson, and I'm tuning in from the Bay Area. And it's just such a joy to do this, especially on Sunday, where we have just a more restful, relaxed outlook. And so I'll be doing a foot soak with everyone.
Yeah, I can't think of a better way to start the week, really, or end the week, depending how you see the Sunday to be. But thank you so much for joining us, Carrie, and please take it away with the foot soak.
My pleasure. See you later. All right, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we're doing today. We're going to start with a foot soak meditation, and we'll have the chance to really have a deeper meditation and go quiet inside. And we'll be really focusing our attention on the seventh center, the Sahasrara. And this is a really special time of the year. The Sahasrara was opened on the 5th of May in 1970. So this was a real breakthrough in human consciousness and a real chance to deepen in our spirituality as human beings. And in the modern world, we have so much going on. But this Sahasrara is an incredible center with about 1,000 petals. Petals meaning these little areas inside of the limbic area of our brain, where we're able to really bring our Kundalini up and get that area of the brain enlightened. And this is the part of our being which is able to connect with this all-pervading power that flows through all living things. And we're able to connect with that and feel the oneness, feel the unison, feel the integration, and not just feel it, but really experience it on a deeper, subtle level. And another built-in goodie to that whole thing is we connect with everyone else. We can connect up here in our Sahasrara, and we feel the collectivity, we experience collective consciousness here. So, and the greatest thing too is you touch your depth. You really feel connected to your inner being. And it allows you to go silent and to be able to witness your conditionings and how your ego functions and all this mental energy. And it really just calms down the left and the right channels that we've been talking about. And once that happens, we go into a deeper silence. And so with that, let's go into the silence. So hopefully you've had your foot soak ready. So we can just take our left hand and keep it open, and our right hand will be over the foot soak water. And we can just give some vibrations. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and place our feet into the foot soak bowl. And at this time, we're going to really keep our attention inside as we raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. So let's go ahead and do that now, raising up, tying a knot. And then 2 knots for the second one. That's the second channel. And then our central channel, we can really just go slow, take your time, really have your attention going all the way up our spine, tying 3 knots. And the flow of that Kundalini going up the spinal cord, you may feel it already. So now we're going to give ourselves a bandhan for each center. So that's 1. And do it 7 times. And this placing the hands upright in our lap. Just take a moment to relax your shoulders. If you want to roll them back, take them up towards your ears and roll them back and give a good stretch through the heart. Just pull your shoulders back and then release and let your shoulders drop. And notice your tummy. Just let it relax completely. And then the facial muscles. Let's relax our face. Relax your forehead and that little space in between your eyebrows. And then close your eyes and take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose and hold. Exhaling through the mouth slowly. Couple more times. Deep breath in through your nose. Let's do one more. Relax your tummy. You can breathe deeper into your abdomen. If you can do that, that's great. Then just let your breath go into a natural, steady rhythm of your own, so you're not thinking about it. And our attention now will go to the top of our head. We'll just take our right hand and we'll touch the crown of our head right in the center where we had a soft spot. And then we can take the center of our palm and press it there. And we're going to move our palm. We're going to move our scalp clockwise. And just with your deepest full heart desire, just ask this Divine Mother, please open my Sahasrara. Please help me connect with this all-pervading power and feel the silence. Let me experience that inner silence. And then keeping our hand in the same position, we're just going to start to move it off the top of our head. Try like 8 to 12 inches. Just stay in the moment. Notice what you're feeling. And then relax your palm back into your lap. Just for a little balance, we'll drop our right hand towards the Mother Earth and left hand open still. See if you can move your focus past your forehead, up through the top of the head, into that space where we had our hand. And as you breathe, breathe as if you're breathing from that space. Slowing down the breath. Now breathe in and stop your breath. Stop your breath with the focus in that space above your head. And then exhale. Then we'll take our right hand and place it on our heart. Take a deep breath. Bring your attention slowly from the heart up through your neck to the center of your head. And then up to the crown of the head. and up to that space above the head. As the heartbeat unifies with the Sahasrara, with that space above the head. Let's take our right hand across the forehead. Here we can just say, Mother, help me let go of all the thoughts, all the planning. Mother, I let go of all the judgment and the comparison and wanting more information. Help me surrender to this moment. And then we can relax our hand back into our lap. Okay, let's take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're slowly opening our eyes, and we need to rinse off our feet now and get our foot soak pushed to the side. Dry off your feet. Yeah, just push your foot soak to the side, and so it's a little out of the way. And we're going to keep our hands upright in our lap. And as we progress through our time together, keep your hands open and be sure and just keep your attention right at the top of the head and notice what you're feeling. And we're going to watch a speech of Shri Mataji talking about the Sahasrara chakra. And we'll have some music and another meditation. So we'll see you later.
So we must learn to be one. If after Sahaja Yoga, after your realization, if you do not understand this message, that we all have to be one single unit, one single body. If we cannot be, if we are identified with other things, then it's no way you have grown, you have not matured. A very important point on Sahasrara day one has to understand, that all the 7 chakras have their pithas in the Sahasrara. All the 7 chakras. They are nicely settled down in the midriff of your brain. And they act through that area, wherever they are, on the chakras and work it out. Now, all these 7 chakras become one, I should say, or go into unison. Complete integration takes place in these centers. Because these are governed by these 7 main chakras, we can call them, you can call them by any name. And they govern all the other chakras. And because they are in unison, completely integrated, that's why all your chakras are integrated. The pithas, which are enlightened, I should say, by Kundalini, also blessed by the divine power, immediately become integrated. They say that like pearls in one string. It's even more than that. It's more than that. All these pithas within you get integrated in such a manner as if there's no difference in their manifestation. Supposing you have a chakra which is not all right, something wrong, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is, the other chakras try to help this sick chakra and try to evolve a personality of a Sahaja Yogi in a way that he is integrated. Now, integration within yourself is very important. Unless until you are integrated within yourself, you cannot be integrated outside. And within yourself, the integration is such a blessing of Sahaja Yoga that a person who gets this realization becomes a personality which is above the normal personality. It is not attached to all the negative forces, the destructive forces. It just gives up so many things which normally very difficult to give up. All these 7 chakras that we have within ourselves are then guided by these petals in a union. Just the help that comes from this union helps all the chakras to get completely integrated. As it is, we are not integrated because our mind goes on one side. Our body goes on another side. Our heart goes on another side. Our emotions are different. We do not know which is the right thing to do, what is the best thing to do. But after realization, in the light of the Spirit, you get the truth and you know what is to be done. For example, after self-realization, you can judge people on their vibrations. You don't have to use your brains for that. Just on your vibrations, immediately you know what's wrong with yourself and with others. So here it is a double correction. One is you see your own being, your own self, your self-knowledge comes to you. And secondly, you can also make out another person, what sort of a thing he is doing. If somebody is not Sahaj and claims to be Sahaj, you can easily find out that he is not Sahaj. His behavior is not Sahaj. So, best thing is for all of us is to get this integration absolutely working out within ourselves. We should not shun it, but we should accept that whatever defects we had, whatever wrong we have been doing, what wrong thinking we had, whatever destructive we had taken to, all this has to disappear. In the open Sahasrara, you are getting, or the divine is pouring its grace all the time. With that reception, with that, we should say, the nourishing of your Sahasrara, what happens is something really great. One thing happens that you get detached from yourself. You can see yourself. You can see your past. You can understand yourself that you have been doing so many wrong things and misunderstanding people. This sometimes takes you too far away from yourself. But once this light comes and the Sahasrara is nourished, in that light you see clearly what wrong you have been doing to yourself. Then as a person you can see your faults, but also you see the faults of your society where you live. I have seen immediately after people get their realization, they start telling me, Mother, I was a Christian, but see, this is Christianity. Somebody will say, Mother, I was very patriotic, but I see now what is patriotism is. Like everybody starts seeing its own background, its own styles in which he has lived, and just gets out of it. And once you are out of it, it's no more identified with you. And it's such a spontaneous happening. Only thing, you have to learn to be spontaneous. And that's what I find, that in Sahaj, people still, though they are out of this illusion, this ocean of illusion, still sometimes their one leg is still there in the ocean, and still they are pulling it out and pushing it back. That should not be. That is only because people don't meditate. Now to say you must meditate, people think it's a kind of a ritual or maybe a kind of a style of Sahaja. No. Meditation is for you to go deep down into yourself, to achieve all that your Sahasrara wants to give you, to achieve that height of detachment, of understanding, is only through meditation. So what happens in meditation is that your awareness crosses over Agya, goes above, and is now stationed in the Sahasrara, in thoughtless awareness. Then the reality of Sahasrara, the beauty of Sahasrara starts pouring in your own character, in your own temperament. Unless and until you meditate, not meditate just to get well or just to feel that I must meditate. But meditation is very important for all of you, that you develop your Sahasrara in such a manner that you imbibe the beauty of your Sahasrara. If you don't use your Sahasrara in this way, after some time you will find Sahasrara will close down, you will have no vibrations, and you will have no understanding of yourself. So very, very important thing is to meditate. I can immediately make out a person who has been meditating and the one who has not been meditating. Because a person who does not meditate is still thinks that, oh, it's all right, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Meditation is the only way you can enrich yourself with the beauty of reality. There's no other way. I cannot find any other way but meditation, by which you rise into the realm of divinity. For example, I would say that myself, whatever I have done is this, that I have been able to find out a method how to give self-realization to masses. But that doesn't mean that if I give to masses, they are all Sahajogis. No. You must have seen whenever you have your programs, people get realization when I'm there and they come to programs for a while and then they drop out. The reason is they have not meditated. If they had meditated, they would have known what is their quality, what are they.
Let us continue enjoying the state of silence, keeping our attention on our Sahasrara. And with this state of enlightened attention, we can listen and watch a music video of sitar being played by Leo Vartuni. And as we listen to this music, let's try to absorb the music through our Sahasrara to really and deeply enjoy it. Let us continue keeping our attention drawn inside with our eyes closed. And we just watch and observe what we feel on our palms and on our Sahasrara. Not reacting, not judging, only watching. If we feel our attention is still wandering, we can just take a few deep breaths as we did in the beginning today to just draw our attention inside and stabilize it. Or you can look at the photograph of Shri Mataji on the screen, putting your attention on the red dot, the bindi on her forehead. And that really helps in slowing the thoughts and stabilizing the attention again. We can bring our right hand to our left heart. And there's a very strong and deep connection between our heart and our Sahasrara, because the heart is where the spirit resides, and the Sahasrara is where there's integration of that spirit with the all-pervading power around us. So with complete attention and humility, let's ask Mother Kundalini within us, Mother, please help me connect with my spirit. I am beyond my mind, my body, my thoughts, my ego, my intellect, and my emotions. I am a pure spirit. Mother, help me recognize the divinity within me. can slowly bring our right hand back on the lap. And place it in front of our spine, at the base of the spine. And using our hand to guide our attention, let's slowly raise it along our central channel with complete attention and intent, asking Mother Kundalini to rise along our central channel, crossing all the energy centers, and come to our Sahasrara. And once we come on the Sahasrara, we can gently tap that fontanel bone area on there. We'll do it the second time, bringing our hand in front of our spine, slowly raising our hand and our attention. And once again on the Sahasrara, gently tapping the fontanel bone area. And let's do it the last time with even more pure attention and desire to raise more and more strands of Mother Kundalini so that they reach our Sahasrara. This time, we can place the center of our palm on the Sahasrara, gently massaging the Sahasrara like we did during our foot soak in clockwise direction. Really establishing our attention there. Let's raise our hand a few inches above the Sahasrara and put our attention in that space between our Sahasrara and the hand. And once we feel our attention is established there, we can bring our right hand back on the lap, leaving our attention on the Sahasrara. And here, with complete desire from the depths of our heart, let's ask Mother, let me feel that complete integration of my spirit with the divine. Let me go beyond my past, beyond the worries of the future, and be in complete oneness with the present, with this moment. Mother, let my Sahasrara open and blossom like the 1,000-petal lotus. Keeping our attention on the Sahasrara, let's just enjoy that deep silence within us. Can now slowly open our eyes. You can just watch the photograph of Shri Mataji on the screen and express gratitude to our own Mother Kundalini for today's experience, for helping us feel her presence on the Sahasrara. And now together, we can all raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan with complete attention. No rush, we just do it very slowly. Expressing our intent for the Kundalini to stay on the Sahasrara for longer. And then we take Bandhan, drawing arc from left to the right and back over our head, really spreading the vibrations all around us. I hope everyone enjoyed the deep silence of today's meditation, really feeling it in our heart and the Sahasrara, that true integration. So, a few announcements that we will be meeting again next week on Sunday, May 11th, to learn and experience the Kundalini, the aspect of the Great Mother within us. So, I hope many of you will be able to join us again next week. With this, let's open the forum for everyone to discuss, where we'd love to hear from you about your experience and questions throughout your meditation journey. And this also brings us to the end of the live streaming. So, anyone who is watching this live on YouTube right now, please join us on the Zoom meeting instead to participate. So, let's invite the presenters and forum participants back. And this is a good time for everyone to come and